All right, we're live. So, can you say something? Make sure like the thing's going through.
Yeah.
There we
Hey.
go. We got it.
Yep.
Sweet.
What's up?
So one, I guess I owe sort of an apology for letting James hijack the channel. Well, not really hijack. I didn't expect Lobster to drop out, and James did his part to make it interesting, and he did what he had to. So, I didn't catch it. I still haven't watched it except for the little bit that what I watched while ago and in the stream before. So I guess in a way to like make up for it, we're going to watch a G-Man video. So, cause yeah, again, that was nuts. Let me make sure you guys can fucking see this shit. So I'm trying. There we go. Might have to readjust. No, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Sweet. So again, I'm keeping it up, much to Billy's dismay, and just called it the cringe apocalypse. James took over, so because in a sense he did. But if anybody wants in, because we are gonna go over a G-Man video, if anybody wants in, just let me know. Apparently this one is what the fuck is it? I just had it up. It's one where I think he's like basically telling it's Shani Rev, Shani don't want you, and it's obvious. I can have her at any time I want.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, just in regard to the last stream, like regardless, like I didn't know like Suplex existed, and I'm glad I do now. I am a better person now that I know that Suplex exists, and like because like when he was doing this stuff, I was like I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this like what was it, like Suplex City vlogs or whatever. And I went to his channel, and it was just like the very first one, just like this is what I do on TikTok, and I watch it. I'm like that's amazing. Like this is like. This shit is golden. I love this. And like going through him shopping for WWE figures at Walmart. I'm like, this, like, I have a new source of like just entertainment. So like, shout out to Suplex. Like, I don't know if he does it ironically. I don't know if he's actually like cringy or whatever. I don't know, but he's amazing. I love people from Kentucky. Like that is just like what I've come to this conclusion that Kentucky is an amazing place, and
Exactly.
I want to visit this place someday because it's like it's so messed up. It's great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if he's like Cobes or not. Where Cobes he is aware of his cringiness. He's aware of everything he does. And that's why I like Cobes, because I mean he knows that he's he is who he is, and that's one reason why I like James, because he's kind of accepted who he is, and that's why we always have him on. Much to Billy's dismay, I mean, again on the 24-hour show, James showed up with a suitcase full of fucking props. One of them was a toilet seat outfit. Another one that was just random shit. Like my wife was telling me like as we started the 24-hour show. My wife was in the living room with my sister-in-law, and all of a sudden she just hears this knock on the door. And she opens up to see this kid grinning and a huge fucking suitcase. And she can only speculate that it was James, and he was here for the 24-hour, which he was. So he legit, like, Mopa, it was just a suitcase that filled up my whole fucking hallway. This says how much shit this kid had. And so it's... Yeah, there's a reason I like James. We try to help him out too. So, but fuck, I'm still getting used to Cobes, and I will make a public apology to Grampy Lobster, because I left him alone with those two. Like I was like I just like, oh, I gotta get my kid. I'll be right back. And then I called my wife. So I was like, add Suplex City in, and she added him in. And I was like, this is about to go. This is about either Grampy's going to leave or some just shit's going to happen, and just cringe apparently just happened. So,
but it's good. I mean, like they're like yeah, Soup. He's not quite as far gone as Cobes, but I do appreciate that style of content. Like, yeah, I'm glad that you have a passion. it's the most ridiculous passion out there, and like the rapping, like when he's like, oh, I gotta go get something, and I'm just like, oh, please come back with nunchucks, please come back with nunchucks. And that's a WWE belt, but hey, you know what? Close enough. Like I'll accept that.
He showed us the last Devil's Lettuce he was on, and he showed us all of his WWE belts. He has a shit ton.
Of course. I mean, like, hey, you know what? Here's the thing. Like, most people would take that type of money and maybe, I don't know, like finish the plywood ceiling in their mobile home. But I appreciate that. You know what? This guy puts priorities first, and he's got to get those replica belts, because that's like, fuck it. Who needs a ceiling, right?
Yeah, that's his house. That's out in the back of his parents' yard, I think, is what he told us last time. So it's like, ooh, wow, okay.
Apparently that's just a Kentucky trend. It's just like every single person's house is linked to their parents' house, which is why that just like there's like that actually explains why there's such straight lines. Like sometimes never mind.
No, it just lets us know like Kentucky is its own kind of state, kind of like Florida. It's
not a
there
state.
For our...
It's not a state.
Okay.
It's a commonwealth.
Oh yeah. But it's there for our amusement and our amusement only. Nothing ever good comes out of fucking Kentucky. Because I think Pastor Greg Locke's from Kentucky, or is he from Tennessee?
I don't know.
I thought he was from Kentucky. Maybe I think he's actually from Tennessee. Anyway, we get Von Elton and we get Suplex City. I mean, I think Suplex lives 30 minutes away from Von.
I want Von. I want Von to take him under his wing.
So he lives. I think we tried to talk to him to get him to go see Von. I don't think he's going to. I don't know if he has a car or not. The kid's only 23, I think. He should have a car, but he might not. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess we'll just go ahead. If anybody wants the link, let me know. I just put it out in the chat. Anybody can join. It's open Hangout. We're going to talk about fucking G-Man. And not actually fucking G-Man, but we're going to talk about G-Man. So, Drag sent me this. I haven't got to see it yet, but just the titles alone are just glorious. Let me know if you can hear this.
I apologize for starting late, guys. Using the StreamYard nonsense when I should be using my Zoom, but I don't even want to waste Zoom on this. But
can you hear this, Saka?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Sweet.
That's some great photoshopping there.
Oh
picture,
my
by
god!
The way.
Yeah, like it's like Shannon was actually kind of insulted by that. Like, I mean, he essentially has her boyfriend head on a pike. Like, gee, man, that's actually kind of aggressive.
Yeah, no, that's very Christian, very Christian. He's holding a book called "How to Destroy Atheists." Yeah.
Wasn't that original picture used for like G-Man and the dumb people of the universe or some shit like that?
Yeah. G-Man and the Masters of Stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
in the classical G-Man fashion and not being able to catch on to when people are mocking him, he thought that this is a good idea. I'm gonna reuse this.
It's kind of like how when G-Man had a picture of Drag in the back behind him when Drag was making fun of Antonio, and just essentially just kind of just used that picture of Drag making fun of Antonio and not realizing that's what he was doing. Damn, G-Man. Just quit that.
I do want to send Mr. Revelation News a message, and I'm going to provide evidence for what I got to say. Because again, Shanny, I'm not you. I don't just make claims without proving it. Okay? I was kind of joking around in the other video, but what I said was true. You know what I mean? The bottom line is that you talk about me more than you talk about your own husband on your channel. You talk more about me on your channel than you do about any other man on there. That is including your kids, and that is including your so-called boyfriend. And Red, before you start getting mad saying, "Oh, this is a Christian going after a married woman," you're not married.
I mean, he does have a point.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like G-Man and like other fundamentalists. I'm not sure if G-Man actually endorses this, but I mean, like, I know that him and his ilk have done like this type of argument before, where when they talk about marriage, like when it comes to things like marriage between like homosexual couples, same-sex marriage, any of that stuff right there, it is what one of the first things that they're going to say is that's if the government endorses it, that's just the government doing this, okay? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It's not real marriage because a real marriage is between a man and a woman, and before like the eyes of God or something like that. Like that is a adequate definition of marriage when they try to take like same-sex marriage out of the picture and say, well, they're not really married, But when it comes to like now, of course, because it's totally okay to be fucking hypocritical, going back up on your views. Now, the only type of marriage that G-Man's going to accept is the marriage that's endorsed or by the government. But I mean, I think there's also like this cool metric where it's just like apparently the because like G-Man Joe treated his YouTube channel as an extension of him. And that like he only had his channel out there to talk about the things that he loves most, which is himself and Jesus, in that order. And the and then himself, Jesus, and Drag. Okay, so like he'll say things like that. Well, he'll expect that that's what other people's channels have to do as well. Like, so if you had like for example, like Von Helton goes out and makes more videos about die-cast racing, with his 1/64th scale, model cars that he buys with Jerry's money, because he makes more videos about that than he does about his children. Well, I mean, then that obviously means that Von Helton loves his die-cast cars more than his children, which is actually a pretty bad example because that's actually probably true that he does. So, yeah, shit, my bad. Sorry.
Well,
maybe G-Man's got a point.
So, like, I can see what you're saying. Like, just because someone doesn't talk about like their children online doesn't mean like they don't love them, kind of thing. I don't talk about my child online for obvious reasons. It's just, I mean, I can see where you were going with it. Like, just because they don't talk about it doesn't mean they don't love them. It's just you're not bringing your children to the stream. I guess that's where you was kind of going with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's acceptable. I mean, like people can have hobbies. People can make videos about other topics. Like, you don't have to prioritize and be like, oh man, shit, I made another video about my favorite type of car. I gotta at least get 2 videos out there of my wife, 1.5 of my kids, maybe another video of my dog, because I do like my dog as much as I like my car. Shit, you gotta prioritize that. So just in case anybody's wondering, you can do a search of my videos and you can find out exactly what I love and how much. And you got to make sure you watch that ratio because, oh man, you start slipping up. You start talking about your favorite Game of Thrones episode too much, and all of a sudden, bam, this motherfucker hates his family.
Exactly.
You're not married. You're not married, dude. When you show a marriage certificate where her name is Shani, with your last name on there.
Every one of those is her last name. He didn't want to he didn't want anybody to go after him. You dropped the stocks.
Yeah, it's.
Well, they even say their own last names on their own streams. So
he just can't pronounce it. Like, I think that's what it is. Like, he straight up that wasn't a self-reflective. Maybe I shouldn't do that pause. That was a shit. My mouth moved faster than my brain could compute. Pause.
It's like about to stumble on my word. He almost says Shani for Christ on there. Yeah, he did. If anytime you want me to stop video, just let me know. So
then you can talk, but that's not her last name because you're not married. You two are just shacking up. Listen to me, she's shacking up with you. till you're broke, and then she's coming home to me. I'm just telling you how it is, Shanny. I'm sorry.
It just, oh shit.
Oh, what the
Yeah.
fuck, G-Man?
She want to get that G-Man money next,
She wants that $3,000. It's like, ooh. Rev News is broke, but I know you still got that 3,000 that you found one day, magically, when you asked for it. God damn it.
Oh, I want to hear the justification for this, though. Let's hear this.
Hey, Rev. Bottom line is, I can take your woman anytime I want. All I gotta do is get all serious on here, like make a YouTube video, and boom, she'll be all mine. Everybody on here knows it. So tell me something, Rev. When you're planning on getting your restraining order, how does the restraining order work when she voluntarily comes to me? She claims she knows where I live. She can come. She's welcome to come here anytime she wants. Like I said, Shanny needs a real man. She needs a real stud. She needs somebody.
Oh man, okay.
Like you did.
And I guess he's referring to himself at this point, because I mean, what indication do we have that G-Man's a real man or a real stud? I mean, like the guy who's been like living in people's attics and basements for the last several years, working for less than minimum wage under the table, who hasn't been in a notable relationship at all. And in fact, the only relationships that we know that he's been in are the ones that he's probably lied about, where, you have, wives and kids that, are there when he declares them, and then they disappear and they're mentioned again. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But I mean, this idea, like that he thinks that all he has to do is like snap his fingers and like Shanny's going to come, running to him. Now, first off, that's not going to happen because Shanny doesn't run. And
Yeah.
I mean, he might snap his fingers and she might duck waddle towards him for a while. But I mean, like, yeah, I think that's. But who knows? But even then, I mean, like why would she want to? Like what is it that G-Men offers any type of relationship at all? Now, I don't want to be too hard on the guy just because but they can poke fun at those type of things there. But I mean, you could use the same metric like they were talking about earlier. Like G-Man loves himself, Jesus and drag. Like that's his life. That's what's consumed by him. At least, I guess like be with Jason. They do some stuff, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, G-Man, like that would be a boring ass relationship. Sit in his attic and fucking do nothing.
Sit there and just raise on the computer. I mean, I don't think there's anything like. I mean, with Rev, she does have a house and he has money and shit. And what does, again, like you said, what does G-Man have to offer? Not really much, unless you want to talk about Jesus all day and then sit there while his pee burns. I mean.
Well, I mean, I think that the one thing G-Man did get right, though, is that Shanny will stay with Rev until he's broke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
like
I think, yeah.
that part he was right. That part he was right on, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my bird's not even buying this. He's going fucking nuts right now, so.
That's gonna lead her into the next century. You know what I mean? You, Shanny, no disrespect, Rev, but you got horrible leadership in there, man. Like you guys don't know how to keep your word. You guys say you're not gonna tell nobody where you're at, yet you do it all the time. You guys are going out there constantly talking about how you two are gonna.
G-Man, you inadvertently tell people where you're at by walking outside your business. So,
posting pictures of his new place,
Yeah.
Like, but that's not his fault. That's just the hackers. That's because I'm not sure if you heard this story, but Dragnauct stole his phone at one point in time.
Oh yeah,
and has been hacking it ever since.
Yeah, it's not the fact that when he's walking down the streets, he's like capturing street signs, and basically giving out his where he's at. No, it's not that. It's Drag is a master hacker who is still hacking his phone from the New York trip. Yeah, that's it. So
he's like, I don't get it. Like, he's replaced that phone like 6 times, and Drake still manages to hack all his data.
fucking Dragoons. I knew there was something bad about him. Fuck, this is stupid. God damn it.
To be this example, and you're going to be positive. You're going to be these gurus, and you're going to be all of these things and whatnot. And you can't do it. You just can't do it. Everybody on here knows if I really wanted you, Shanny, I can get you. I can tell you to leave the man tomorrow, and you would do it. You would do it. I can have 5 cents in my pocket, and you would run over here. You would fly over here.
No.
Well, I mean, coincidentally enough, he does have 5 cents in his pocket right now, probably, and yeah, she ain't there. Like I mean, I'm not quite sure where he gets this idea from. Like, yeah, there was like one point in time that, and it's not like kid ourselves, like Shani's a terrible person. Yeah, we all know that, and that the one thing that Shani hates more than anything else is having to actually work and do shit. So yeah, I mean, she's going, she'll run from relationship to relationship, just trying to find somebody to support her. Like that's what she does. And she hit the the figurative jackpot there with Jay. Not quite sure if he knows that. Like that was the reasoning there, but that's fine. Like the Shani at one point in time when she was like living at her mom's there and wasn't happy because of pressure to actually do something with her life. She was shopping around. She was throwing out shit to G-Man, throwing out shit to Jay. And the one thing that these guys have in common is that they're stupid enough to probably fucking do this shit. Like to dive into that. Just like that right level of fucking pathetic, I don't know, like incelness. I don't know. Is that a word? But, that they, one of them bit back and, he won. She was fishing. She got one. Why would she want to go back to G-Man now? Like, she got the better of the options.
G-Man, you had your chance, man. Like, she was throwing herself at you for a while. Buddy from... Do we know this one? Can't tell what that is. Sorry, I got someone that joined the chat. I'm trying to figure out... Oh, well, they left. Okay. I can't... Does it look like a pipe, maybe? Anyway, I don't know if y'all can see if someone joins and not. But anyway, yeah, no. G-Man, you had your chance. Like, thanks, Buck Melanoma. 199 so gross. Yes. She threw herself at you. Like, she was trying to get that G-Man dick. It might have been burning for a while, but I mean, she was trying to get it. You didn't bite. Jason bit. Now he's got to suffer consequences.
So I mean, it's true. That's the best way to put it. I mean, but you know what? Like, this is the thing I've always said. It's just like, I don't think that Shani's genuine at all. Like I said, I think she's a terrible person. But you know what? Maybe Jason's happy, and as long as he doesn't go broke in the next 5 years, he can probably get some happiness out of this. And until then.
Keep spending the money the way they spending. Jesus Christ. They're going to go broke in the next 2 years. Like, I watched that burnt toast video where she actually calculated up how much they spend. I think from a little bit before Christmas until after Christmas. And it was, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm not sure. I heard that burnt toast did a video on this. This is actually something that I caught live. Like I don't watch a lot of Shani for Christ anymore, just because, for a while there I was had a kind of a stomach flu, and that shit wasn't helping me. Oh yeah, just she comes on camera, just want to vomit. But they're having this discussion, and it's about her borderline personality disorder, which is her, save all for excusing any type of bad behavior that she does. And they're of course are going over all the times that she's dropped the N-bomb, like on live streams, or called G-Man, the N-word there. And then she tried to justify it. She just said, well, this is just something that people with borderline personality disorder we do, is that because we always feel like we're being attacked, is that we get on the defensive right away, and we'll say the most vile, disgusting stuff to, just try to throw people off guard. And then Jason's is like, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you do it to me. It's like when you call me a a pathetic mama's boy who's never worked a real job in his life.
Oh God.
And they were admitting this. I was like, holy shit! Like, I think that's like the quick insight into the relationship, that when her and Jason fight, which I'm probably sure happens at least a good one once a week, is that she straight up tells him that he's like a pathetic mama's boy who has never worked a real job in his entire life. Like, that's some vile shit. Like, that's some hate-filled shit that you're saying to this motherfucker. And he didn't kick you the fuck out? Like, what the fuck has Shani ever done?
Yeah,
like,
right back,
fuck. Like, so it's just it's funny. It's funny that you get those that little insight into the relationship by these little things that they say, and that's cool. Like that. I mean, could you imagine if she was with G-Man? Like, the stuff that they would say to each other? I mean, I actually got a little bit more self-respect for G-Man in this. Is that G-Man would not tolerate half the shit that she said to him.
No.
Like, not at all.
No, G-Man would he would he would put her in her place. Like, he would just like, woman, you get back in that kitchen. Because he's told like a bunch of people like he wouldn't take that shit from her. He would just put her down, and she would scream abuse for some more. And
oh yeah,
dude, I think that'd be even like as toxic as her and Rev's stream is, like her and Rev's relationships are. God, that'd be even more toxic.
Oh, that would be police called all the time.
Yeah,
the people in the attic are fighting again.
Like fuck, the fat one's beating up the little one again.
Now let me explain to you why, Rev, why I have this kind of power over your woman. Number one, your woman talks about me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even when you're making love to her, she is talking about me, not you. Dun 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 dun. She's talking about me, not you.
I'm surprised he didn't go with his little own thing.
It's what I really do enjoy about G-Man is that he's like completely unhinged, unleashed. Like, he says, like, he will speak to his deepest desires all the time. So when he says something like this, like when he says that, oh, Shani's thinking about me 24 hours a day, or, like when he starts talking about how, oh, the atheists are going to be, burning in hell and all that other stuff. Like, this is actually probably like a deep dive into like what he dreams about, what he fantasizes about. Like, I have no doubt that in his mind he truly believes this, or he wants this to be the case. Like, he wants Shani to be there talking about him and all this stuff. That probably just makes him fucking rock hard. It's like the same way he talks about all this stuff. He's like that raging id when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like how he's up all night trying to push out the gay thoughts and stuff like that. He's also trying to push out Shani out of his mind too. So it's eating at him. He could have had it, and he's like, shit, I should have jumped on that.
Yeah. So sometimes the fish gets away. Sometimes the whale does too. Oh, okay, I'm gonna avoid those jokes. There's there's this like it's funny, Shetty, because like we've said like in like some of the off-air discussions there that like most of the time, like, you don't want to you just don't want to just attack somebody because of how they look, like that level of bad hominum type stuff. You go after like other shit, but it's just like, what, like the content of Shani's character is so much more vile than her exterior appearance that it just almost seems like mercy just to go after that instead.
It is. Her insides match her outside. So, like, if you attack her inside, you gotta attack her outsides. I mean, she puts it all out there herself, It's like, normally, if someone makes a video like she did, saying, oh, I am, in a 2X shirt and stuff like I would just pass it off like, yeah, you kind of lying to yourself. You might, especially if the person is nice on the inside. It's like, you know what, you're not a bad person. You're a little delusional, but not going to say anything. But Shani's a horrible person. Like, just horrible. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to attack your argument. I'm going to make fun of you a little bit. I'm not going to go too deep. That's Billy's job, actually. He goes deep. So.
And that's why we love him.
Yes.
Both of you talk about me more than you talk about each other. Like, honestly, let's compare all of the hours and all of the minutes and hours about how much you guys talk about me. Like, I mean, seriously, Shani, I'm flattered, but you have a man. But I do understand that whenever I want you, all I gotta do is give you a call, and you'll tell Rev, it's been real, it's been nice and everything, whatnot, but you need a real man.
Oh, God damn it. He's just so delusional.
Yeah. Deepest fantasies, though, man. This is his deepest fantasies. Just letting it out.
I think all three of them just need to have, like, just a polyamorous relationship and just live together. Like, at this point, like, they all three of them are made for each other. Like, because all three of them have zero self-awareness. All three of them are just horrible people inside and out. So, I mean, it's just pull the plug and just three-way marriage or whatever they have and just go for it.
You know what the sad thing is that, like, in all this stuff is, like, how corrupted Jason got. Like you watch, like, his older videos. Yeah, sure, he was fucking buzzed, pretty much 24/7. But he was a nice, friendly drunk, at least.
He was someone that you can kind of, like, even if he was Christian and yelling at you, you can kind of respect him a little bit. You kind of like, that's just Rev, that's who he is. Now it's just kind of like, oh, God.
And now he's just, like, another piece of racist white trash.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
but they got that white trash money, so they okay. Yeah. They okay. Like, it's
white
just
trash millionaire.
White trash millionaires, just like. I love the when they're talking about their bourgeois apartments and, like, oh, it's so high class. And they did, like, the quick little tour of it. I'm like, oh, that's just sad. That's just sad. That's your. Oh, okay.
No, they talked about it. It was like, we got that high that apartment in the sky, and they did that, like, really cringy where they said it at the same time. They rehearsed that shit. So it's just like they both said it at the same time. We're like, now you got to kind of see it. And Shandy's like, it's bougie, and I was like, bougie's not a good word.
We got the steel appliances. Just like, oh yeah, that's
bougie's basically like. Someone explained to me, it's like living off of, like, having wine taste off of beer money and stuff like that. It's not a good thing to say it's bougie, Yeah. So
he's a real man. He's a man with class, a man with dignity, a man with respect. And she knows that over here she'll have a real power couple, because that thing that you guys are calling a power couple ain't really working over there much.
Who would be the bottom? Like, and just
in the hypothetical three-way relationship?
That, and because I know Fat Fotog said who would be the bottom in that one, so
it doesn't matter. They'd be dead after the first. We'd back down to just a regular couple after that.
Someone would have just ended up dying. Or, oh, well, back to two. No, in the hypothetical of G-Man and Shani, because I believe in the relationship for Shani and Rev. I believe Shani's the top. Like, I believe Rev's the bottom. Like, cause she's got that whip, and she uses it.
Yeah, I definitely see him being the sub, but it's. I just want to point out, though, it's one of those points that's, like, so obvious that, like, maybe it doesn't even be worth addressing. But somebody with, like, dignity, class, and respect, I think, was the three things he put out there, and it's just like, who the fuck is he talking about?
I was like, are you talking about Rev in this?
Like, is he? I'm sure he ain't talking about himself.
Nah.
Like, class. fuck? Like that alone. Like what part of G, like okay, that's fine. Even if G-Man says that he's got dignity, if he believes he's got dignity and he believes that he's got, some type of respect, like what part of him thinks he's got any type of class? Like I know I got no class. I am perfectly cognizant of the fact that I got no class. And I think that's not something you can hide. It's not something you can even lie to yourself about. And then Frank muted. I think Frank muted or lost his sound.
Ah, shit. There we go. Sorry.
There we go.
No, I thought I unmuted. No, like that's something that you have or you don't have, and all three of them do not have it whatsoever. There's no mistaking. You can just watch one video from each, and it's just like, fuck. So it's oh my god. So I had a point, but then I forgot it. But Jesus Christ.
He ain't really working over there very much. You understand? So, Revelation News. This is how you make a ponage video, sir. This is how you make a ponage video. You don't make a video going and laughing like you're the Joker out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And act like a goofball and whatnot, telling me over the internet that you're going to get a restraining order against me. This is how you really pwn somebody, because you know why I'm telling the truth. If you don't believe me, Rev, why don't you go to your wife and say, honey, would you leave me for G-Man? She's going to tell you no. Just watch her eyeballs and see if they go to the left, because that usually means she's thinking about what she wants to say. Like, do what the police do.
I love that. I love that. Like I can't remember where that's from. Like it's been referenced before, like in pop culture and television, where it's just like, oh yeah, you want to tell if somebody's lying, just watch their eyes. Yeah, they look to the left. That's the they're invoking the creative side of their brain, so they're looking to make something up. But if they look to the right, it's the memory recall thing. So that means that they're trying to actually know about the right answer. That's bullshit. Okay, like I mean that's straight up bullshit. Like if that's your metric for telling if somebody's lying or not, like shit, like don't bet on that. Okay, yeah, I mean there might be some force of habit. Like people do avoid eye contact. When they are lying. Like that's something that you can kind of point to. But people also avoid eye contact sometimes just out of social pressure, or like if they get asked a really hard question. They ask somebody a question that they're uncomfortable with, that they know that they're going to be uncomfortable with. Don't be completely rude and whatever. But especially when somebody has to admit something that fault or whatever, or if you catch them off guard, they might just avert eye contact just because that's just something that people do in social situations. When you're being challenged on something, some people just avoid eye contact, and regardless of what your answer is. Your answer could be true or false, doesn't matter. But this is natural things that people do. But I mean, like, of course, because this guy's probably saw it on an episode of fucking, I don't know, Lie to Me or some shit like that.
Criminal Minds or some shit.
Criminal Minds, like, NCIS, I don't know.
Psychoanalyzing you. Look to the left. She's lying.
Yeah. Funny side note is that on this shit is the problem with a lot of the crime shows on television is because people like G-Man exist. Like CSI was one of the big ones that first kind of came up with it, that had this problem, is that because the CSI paints this picture of this idea that if you want like absolute like evidence of something, you're going to get DNA and hair fibers and all this other shit that they bring up on this show, and then somebody would get picked for jury duty, and they'd be like listening to the court case and stuff, and they get to the end and be like, well, where the fuck's the DNA? Like, because that becomes like the metric, like just like, well, mistakes can happen unless you have that forensic empirical like kind of evidence there. And it is the same thing with people like G-Man. They buy into this shit. It's like, oh, look left. Is that he's that motherfucker that's going to be sitting on the jury just watching the guy's eyes, be like, look left, motherfucker's guilty. And that's it, without paying attention to anything else.
G-Man, you probably watched one too many shows. Damn. Yeah, I hear Von helping to build you a computer if you want it. It was something in the chat. Sorry. It might come with cockroaches though. Just be warned. But, yeah.
By the way, that $1,600 doesn't include the shipping. You have to drive to Kentucky and pick it up. I'm just saying because that's actually that's the funniest part about that whole build a PC story. Like, is that he made the person go drive and pick it up 6 hours or some shit like that.
Oh wow! Like she had to drive 6 hours just. Fuck, dude. That I didn't know that part. I thought he just actually just mailed it to her, and it just came with like like cockroaches, and it stunk. I didn't know.
Oh, I'll send you the video. It's an old JCVO video where he actually breaks down the whole thing because he was one of the guys that was kind of like following it through the whole saga. It's not a funny video to watch. It's actually kind of depressing, but it is that point at the end where it's just like the person had to go pick it up.
Oh fuck. I'm trying to see if anybody else wants to go. There we go. All right, so yeah.
Solar Marshall says, I agree, G-Man. She's in love with you. She even admits it in one of her Grampy Lobster videos. Yeah, you're right about that. You're totally right about that. Jenny wants me in the worst way. But the reason why I keep turning her down is because Jenny screwed me over really, 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 really bad. With the house by lying. Shady, I'll tell you what, Shady.
Yeah. because that would be the reason why I turned her down too. I can think of no other reason why I would turn Shandy down other than, I had this bad experience with her once. There's nothing else about her that I could point to as a possible, fault that would make her an undesirable mate to be with.
Not the psychoticness, not the just victim complex. And that's just the start.
I'm just going to say, man, if you saw that video she put up this morning, she's got the cleave hanging out. Looks like 2 fried eggs hanging off a nail.
Oh, shit. And just imagine, that's been on Rev's head. And what it smells like now since he made that little fraudulent slip. Like, he let everybody know, then he tried to backpedal really fucking hard.
By the way, I love that one video. I'm not sure Billy's told you, but what part of that body is one of my favorite games to play now?
Is it an armpit? Is it a fold? What is it?
I think that's an arm. That could be part of her side. I don't know. This camera angle's fucked up.
Maybe Rev is just sinking in and just kind of. He's starting to become a part of her.
Maybe it's like those little what are those little fish that hang off the sharks?
Lampreys.
Yeah. It's like when she walks around, there's this Rev just attached to her. Which is funny because I would have thought that she was the parasite in this relationship.
Yeah.
Like they did a video where like she's in the camera and Rev's just behind her and he's like doing stuff. I'm like, I'm willing to bet $5 saying that he's sucking on a back titty.
Oh
god, the imagery. The imagery.
Oh, look, you don't have to be facing me for me to get off. Like, oh god.
It's like a hefty bag full of meat.
Rotty meat. Smells like cat piss.
that was one of my favorite videos. Like I love that. Just like where he gets the broth and it smells like cat piss, and then he had to make the video. He's like, well, you misunderstand. When I say that my wife smells like cat piss, what I mean to say is she's got those musky pheromones that just get me fucking rock hard. It's just like, oh, Rev, you're just digging yourself deeper.
Yes. I wonder, if Shanny was just getting pissed, just it didn't even matter as he was making that video, and that's why he was like, "No, I'm an idiot. Call me an idiot, honey." And she's like, "I'm not gonna do that." No, call me an idiot. It's like he was trying to make it like she's off in the corner, just really mad at him. She's whipped him a couple of times,
Oh yeah,
and he's trying to make it not so hard.
Before they went on air, she's like, "Listen here, you pathetic mama's boy who's never worked a real day in his entire fucking life. You're gonna make a video recanting of that. Tell him my pheromones smell good, or else you ain't getting none of this tonight."
Well, I said before that what you don't see in that video is her just lording over him, just smacking that whip in her palm like you better say the right thing, or you're getting a fresh one.
Cops gonna need more to help you out now, son. No,
So
but-
on a scale of 1 to 10, how far do we think that G-Man is from losing, like just completely losing his shit?
He's about there. That's
I got a different theory on that, but I mean, I'll express that closer to the end of this.
I don't know. Like he's about getting as mad as he was when he made that video where he was trying to dots everybody. So I think he's getting close because he's about to have another meltdown pretty soon. I think.
Maybe.
Whoa, go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play a little bit more.
Just to prove that you got a fighting chance, Shanny, I'll tell you what you got to do. Listen to me very carefully, Shanny, because I don't believe in giving people all these chances and whatnot, okay? Listen to me very carefully, okay? You have to first make a YouTube video and admit that you lied about me. You are sorry for calling me the N-word, and you're sorry for, and then I will think about it. I will consider being that real man for you. Now, everybody watching this, that there's a snowball chance in Hades that's ever gonna.
Man, I've never heard somebody fucking stumble through a fucking saying like that ever.
Hey, words are hard.
Words are hard. A snow blows chance in Hades.
I know I stumble over my words a good bit, but not as bad as he does.
I like these the call out videos where just like, listen, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do now. It's like you're gonna get on the air, you're gonna apologize, you're going to admit that you're a liar, and what was the last one?
Fuck.
I think she had to lose a person.
I gotta know, but it's just like it's one of those like like G-Man puts again like we're talking with somebody like if you want to know like the deep down fantasies of G-Man, like I said, all you have to do is listen to him. He's got no control over it. This is how he wants this to play out. He wants them. He wants this these apology videos. He wants them to to come out there and in his just the realest of dreams. He just wants this to happen, and of course it's not. That shit's not happening.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
But the fact of the matter is, I do want to give you a fighting chance. You know what I mean? Now, here's the thing, Shanny. The other thing that you got to do is I have to be compensated for work that I did. You can have your house. I honestly don't want it. You can give me the.
So in order else to get with me, you got to pay me for what I did.
This is that class part.
More money that I deserve for working and whatnot. And I'll tell you what, I'll give you my address. You can come over here. You know what I mean? And we can have a chit chat. But we're gonna have to talk about your manners, because you ain't gonna be getting on no computer in my house talking about that disgusting nonsense y'all talk about on that channel. That stuff dies the moment you walk out that house. Can't do it no more. Can't do it. Can't do it no more.
So can't be sexual now. You can't talk about it. Oh god, just imagine how like just her and G-Man talking the way her and Rev do. Oh. That's just
Nope, not doing it. Not even imagining it.
yeah.
Don't care.
You gotta act like a lady. You can't act like a 4-cent hoe. You can't do that no more. I'm sorry.
He said 4 cents.
You just called her a 4-cent hoe. Jesus.
God damn. He couldn't even give her a nickel. Oh.
Probably because he doesn't have one.
That needs to be a clip. Like a sound clip for everybody to have. Oh.
I mean, like, you think that when he calls him a 4-cent hoe, you think that he's just aging himself? He's just kind of dating himself at that point in time, or is his neighborhood really like much worse than I thought it was?
It's like D-Row with his penny candies. You're like, you're just aging yourself now. Damn, hoes were 4 cents back in the day. Shit. Maybe that's why your pee-pee burns, G-Man.
No, that was the flu.
Oh. He had the shakes.
Gotta act like you got some integrity. Now Revelation News is like, how dare he? You're not married, Rev. Go get a dictionary and go learn what the word marriage is. You're not married, dude. There's no ring.
Let's see. Let's see. Marriage definition. All right. Of course, that's going to be people united in marriage. Let's go check out the definition. I'm kind of curious. What is the actual marriage definition? The legally or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal relationship. Okay. So, formally recognized union. I mean, does it have to be government? I don't know. There's always a question. Like I said earlier, with the government stuff, that they have no problem. Christians have no problem defining marriage outside of government control when it comes to them trying to omit same-sex marriages. It's formally recognized in the sense that it's recognized under the eyes of God, but that doesn't seem adequate enough for G-Men at this point in time. He's giving into that New World Order shit. Government control. Stand by for your fucking microchip.
Government. No more government. Yeah.
Gay frogs.
Wait, does Colorado has common law marriage?
Probably. I think every state's got common law marriage.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Really, what it comes down to is just like the duration. I think it varies between like a year to a couple of years. Sometimes, it's not quite as simple as what they say. I don't think you could move in with somebody and just be like, okay, we share the same residence. We're now common law. I think that there's a little bit more to it than that. I think that there's kind of this default setting. I mean, because before my wife and I we got married, we were considered common law, but that's different because I was in Canada, and that was one of the reasons why we were considered common law was because we lived together for over a year and we had a kid. That was we met the criteria right then.
Yeah. I don't know if my state has it. I thought my state did away with common law. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while. So, because me and my wife, we lived together for a while before we got married and everything. So, I don't know.
That imaginary, fictional, fake ring that's on her finger don't mean nothing. Dude, you have to go to a courthouse or you have to go to a church and you have to get married that way. I doubt any pastor in the continental U.S. is going to marry you two, but still.
All right, so he said you have to go to a courthouse. So he's just right there saying if two guys go to a courthouse, then he has to accept it.
Nope.
I mean, he only mentioned the continental U.S. I mean, I guess maybe he's saying that they're recognized in Puerto Rico and Alaska and stuff. I don't know.
You two are shacking up, and you know it. Jenny knows when she comes over here, Jenny gonna have to things have to get legal and everything. You know what I mean? Things are gonna have to be illegal. I hope some people get my humor on this video here. I'll be surprised if she did any of that, to be honest. Shani doesn't have the creativity to shock me on that level. She just doesn't. But I have the creativity. Now, Rev, you're probably going to say that God hates me because God is against me because I'm lying and everything. Take a vote on your YouTube channel. Why don't you ask your audience, Rev, and tell them to be truthful, not to lie. You're not going to get mad. You're not going to block them. Ask them how many of them think I'm telling the truth.
Can I take that vote? Can I take that poll and see what happens? I mean,
you're probably already blocked.
I mean, first off, we know that popular opinion decides what is true. So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm actually gonna make that now, just because. So, what was this question? It was
I think it's that if whether or not I still think he's on the topic of if he snapped his finger, whether Shani waddle over to him.
All right, we'll listen a little bit more before.
If I want it, Shani, I can call your house right now and get her. Or did you forget I had your phone number? You don't got mine, but I got yours.
Now, speaking of waddling, who do you think would win a foot race, Shani or Vaughn?
Oh, I don't know. Like I think that like Shani, I don't think Shani's quick, but I think that she could probably go like for a while. Like Vaughn, like I've seen him shuffle 10 feet and be out of breath. So I might have to go with Shani on this one.
I mean, you gotta think like you get Shani going. There's no like she's the fucking juggernaut. There's no stopping her.
I mean, are there gentle inclines on this race?
No, we'll make it level.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna go with Shani on that one.
I did put a poll out. Is G-Man being truthful? So just go ahead and vote on that one. So I think that's the question you asked. I don't know. Sometimes I tune G-Man out and just end up missing shit. I think we all do. So
Yeah.
Exactly, Solar. That's why I gotta give Rev his mad props. Rev ain't stupid. Rev ain't as dumb as he looks, that's for sure. Rev's getting all of that for free. And here's another thing, Shani. You're taking a heck of a risk by being with him.
I think we actually heard G-Man's real laugh. Not the little fake hyena laugh that he gets when he's really nervous. I think that's his actual laugh.
Yeah,
he actually thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, I think when you get in the cackling, that's the fake laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this one was actually like a genuine laugh. It's weird. I don't like it.
No, sir, didn't like it.
Shani, because he can dump you at any time he pleases, and you won't get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Muka Band Mutha. I'm counting on it. I know Sabella is setting me up. I'm counting on it. I'm banking on it. Sabella's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Trust me. Sabella's going to be, I'm going to be manipulating her actions from here on out. Sabella's not the smartest cookie in the whole world.
Yeah, that 4D chess that G-Man's always playing, you know, that guy he's a fucking smart one, you know. You don't get much more clever than him.
Damn.
Like I love that though, like that sense of like, because you always know that he'll come back like afterwards. We're just like, you know, they're not going to get me this time, you know. It's like I'm 5 steps ahead of them, you know. But like, that's been his claim for years. Okay, he's always been in this position where that everything he does is just so well thought out, you know. Like Dragnaught's playing right into his hands, you know, like all that shit. Like I think the stuff that he you know, just kind of declares to try to save face. But you see the amount of times that this guy gets fucked over or screwed over or whatever, and you realize that, you know, when are you just going to stop lying? You know, you got no fucking idea what's going on.
Do I still pray away my homosexual thoughts? I hope you're doing the same thing, Outback Jack.
Chastity acknowledges he still does. Yep.
Oh my god, who was that? That was great. Jesus.
So that was a yeah, of course I am, and you should too. Cool.
That person's my new favorite person now. God, shit was funny.
I do. Anytime that stuff entered my head, I pray it away. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus.
Every single time that shit enters my head. You know what? I mean, I'm not quite I'm not quite sure if he knows how this works, but I mean, like, I can tell you that I don't think that I've ever had a homosexual thought enter my head and be like, damn, ooh, like, might be gay or anything like that. It's just not something I naturally like think about. Like how often is a homosexual thought entering this guy's head? Like, you know, like G-Man walking down the street and be like, I'm gonna suck get that guy's dick, and then be like, oh shit, praise Jesus, no God, no, and he just like drops to his knees in the road there, just like what the fuck, man.
Oh my god. That,
I mean, it kind of goes back to the question I asked about Vaughn a while ago. Like, do you think that G-Man ever has like that millisecond of self-awareness when he kind of says to himself, like, what am I doing? Why am I up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a park screaming at my phone?
He's looking to become a statistic.
like, shit.
You know, I don't want that stuff going through my head. You know. But anyway, yeah, Sabella,
Just
listen to me.
embrace
I
it.
would like to invite you to my future wedding with Shanny. You know what I mean? And I would like for you to be her best woman. You know.
Best woman. This guy's never been to a wedding. I mean, like.
the timestamp on that one was about 8 minutes and I think about 8 minutes and 40 seconds maybe. So because we're about 9 minutes in right now. So
We're 9 minutes into a 17-minute video. We've been going for a half hour.
oh, this is a 37-minute video. So
Oh, it's 37.
Yeah. So he had a big man. He was trying to prove something, but
Oh, jeez.
I hope someone grabs that for it because that's just great.
GTV, when you are malicious and vengeful, it offends Jesus. Okay, the voice in my head. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so I can't take that seriously because it's coming from a troll. So anyway, and by the way, you're free to leave all the comments you want, trolls.
Damn atheists. Those trolls. You don't have to ever take any criticism as long as you know it's coming from somebody who doesn't like you. You know, but if they're criticizing me, then they don't like me, and so I don't ever have to take criticism because it's shit. How does this work? God, he's an idiot.
I wonder if he has a 62 IQ also.
No. I'll tell you one thing. Okay, like you can bash G-Man all you want. You know, you can make fun of the way he talks or some of his poor life choices. At least this dumb motherfucker right here knows that secondhand smoke causes cancer.
True, yeah. So
Okay.
I do gotta give him that. And he was smart enough not to bite the shanty pie or whatever.
And he didn't get bought into the shanty shit. Although he thinks, in retrospect, he is an idiot because he thinks that it was because Shanny actually liked him and not because Shanny was just looking for a free place to stay.
Yeah. She wouldn't have a place to stay anymore. Sorry. Fuck, this is...
Okay. Just if I don't respond to you, you know why. But anyway, the bottom line is this. The bottom line is this. Revelation News. When I take off my shirt, dude, you see muscles. You see ripped abs. You see a chiseled chest. And you see and you
oh shit.
I mean, like, come on, guys. His picture's right there in the on screen right now. Yeah. Look at him. He's just guy is strapped.
He can crush your head in his biceps.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I mean,
so watch out.
You better watch out, bro.
He comes up behind you, bam, done. Did he say sizzle chest and not chisel chest?
It wouldn't shock me.
Powerful biceps and triceps. You can see the details in me. Yeah, and you can see and if I took off and if I put some shorts on and you looked at my legs, they're chiseled, man. I take very good care of myself.
I can picture G-Man like doing the King Cobra flex right now. Like.
That is the sound of someone who stares at himself in the mirror far too often.
Good care of myself. Revelation News, when you take off your shirt, Revelation News, I be wanting you to put it back on.
It's not because the gay thoughts are in his head, though.
Well, no, that's exactly it. Just like, he wants you to put it back on because, it's hard enough to pray away the gay without fucking, having Reb dance naked in front of you with topless, right? Just like, oh, the temptation too strong. Help me, Jeebus.
Thank you, Buck. Melanoma 199. G-Man has ripped abs like Vaughn has an 190 IQ.
I mean, come on, Von Helton. Von Helton is still in great shape. You see the size of that guy's arms. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a spare tire there, but he can lose that right away. He was a Golden Gloves boxer. Come on.
And black people do coke.
And a power lifter.
Have you seen those definition in his legs though? Man. Oh, God damn it. I can't even keep a straight face with this shit. Fuck.
Like, put it back on, dude. Seriously.
See, that's that nervous laughter there. That's what.
Yeah, that was the. Put that back on, unless you don't want to,
which is totally okay.
Which is totally cool.
Fuck.
I appreciate that big Chungus. He says, "Don't worry, G man. You're not a worthless piece of turd like people say." Thank you, big Chungus. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh God, no, sorry.
That might be the ghost of Big C.
Yeah. Shit.
I appreciate that. That is what's hot in the YouTube streets right now. Trying to steal women who are married. She's not married. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. She's trying to get him to go to Vegas so they can get married. How much do I deadlift? That's a really good question, Matt Bond. What's the most I ever deadlifted? 200 pounds, I think.
Bullshit.
I'm about.
No, he's wanting to know how much you deadlift now. Like, not what you probably are lying to us, but what you used to. So, G-Man, you better start deadlifting, because if you want to go with Shani, you want to.
Oh, gotta work that lower back and upper back, and all your back actually. Fucking just work on your back, yeah. I mean, it's not even just for the extracurricular activities, but I mean, you're gonna be carrying that fucking albatross for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm about 180 something, so about 200 I think is the most I ever deadlifted.
Wouldn't 180 at 5'3" be morbidly obese?
Nah. I don't think he's 180. No, he doesn't look 180. He's maybe make a $150.
So we're in agreement that he's 5'3".
So here's the thing now, okay? Here's the thing. And by the way, I'm gonna make a YouTube video with me doing it so that you guys can see it, because I want Shani to see what she.
That video has not been made, by the way. We're gonna add that to the list of the hundreds other videos that he said he was gonna make and never made. Just gonna, yeah.
I want him to make that video.
Well, I mean, he can make that, but it better fucking get in line, because I'm still expecting like at least 7 response videos over like the last 8 years that he said he was gonna make.
He goes to make the video, and all of this is just an inflatable weights. He still has trouble with those.
If I'm in a good mood, you know what I mean? But she's got to get on here and admit that she lied about several things. Shani, here's the thing. You have an opportunity to leave that loser that you're with right now if you do the following things. You have to get on YouTube and admit that you lied about everything concerning that house. I want you to look Rev in the eyes and tell him that you lied. That's number 1. Number 2, you are also going to have to compensate me every cent of every hour and every minute I had when I was in that house, all right? If you do them things, Shani, I will think about rescuing you from that nightmare that you're in right now, all right? And show you how real.
Please take me away to your attic in New Jersey, please. There's too much room here in this 3-bedroom apartment. I was really looking forward to sleeping in the living room of your apartment with my kids. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man handles his business, all right? That's right, Solar. She wants that money. That's why I gotta wait for her to bleed him dry first. And when they're done buying all that foolishness that they don't even need, you know what I mean? Rev, I'm telling you who she's calling. She still got my number, whether you know it or not. GTV Network, we have so much in common. Now here's the thing, Revelation News. You once invited Dragnauct to your YouTube channel. You said, "Oh, this is gonna so trigger G-Man. G-Man's gonna be so triggered when he sees this video." Do I need to show everybody what I'm talking about regarding what he said with that? This is gonna so trigger G-Man when he sees this. Well, you want to know, Revelation News? I'm not trying to trigger you because it will be a colossal waste of my time. When you look in the mirror, you're triggered. When you look in the mirror every morning when you get up, that triggers you. You go, with them goopy laughs that you do and whatnot. You know what I mean?
You're not really in a position to criticize
somebody's
like laughs, G-Man. Just saying. Like that forced fake laughter that you do all the time, where you sound like you're fucking like like flopping around like a seal. Yeah.
Well, those don't count.
No, those don't count. By the way, and I love the when people make videos about how not triggered they are, like, because that's totally what you do. Like, when you want to demonstrate how not triggered you are, you make a video about them.
You sound triggered.
I do sound triggered. I'm definitely triggered. Nope, I think Frank stepped away. There it goes. I see the mouse moving. Hit play. Oh, maybe not. So okay, so Frank left another stream. So well, I'm sorry, Wilson. You want to talk about some wrestling?
Say that again.
Hang on.
Let's get Suplex in here.
1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, I'm just confused because I had to take a phone call and then I seen Tatted came in, but then he left.
Okay, no, I thought you left there for a second, so we're going to start talking about wrestling.
No, no, I was still here. It's just I had to add another phone call.
You want to? You got him.
No, we can't hear you.
No, not at all.
You're not getting the feedback, are you?
No.
All right, good. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Can someone go get Suplex real quick?
I'm here.
Do not let Suplex fucking in. Jesus Christ, that kid is depressing. I'm gonna fight KSI. Yeah, you are. Sure you are, you fucking weirdo. He knows exactly who you are. And yes, Conor McGregor saw your tweet, and that's why he threw the fight. Fuck.
Well, I mean, I told Grampy that like I've seen his channel, and like when he does things like that I want to laugh at, I can't because it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, it's depressing. It's oh my god, it's like picking on like the special ed bus. I'm like, what? Frank.
Don't Frank me. Don't Frank me.
Dude, when someone says that when you're not in the room and someone says, hey, Suplex wants to be pulled into the broadcast, the answer should always be, fuck, no. No. You let James and fucking Suplex run the show for like 30 minutes, dude. It felt like 4 hours. And I'm just constantly talking shit in the chat. Just constantly.
I think that the best part about it was the chat, especially when you got Bran and fucking Billy there just losing their shit.
No,
what the fuck is going on?
No,
you probably had the worst line there, Sokka.
The fucking messages I had to read when I got
diabetes.
Back. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because he asked him just like, "Oh, what was the hardest hit you ever took?" And I'm like, I'm like, how is the answer not diabetes?
And then he says his sister.
I just thought it was bullshit. He wouldn't give it the shout out to Kentucky CPS.
Yeah, shout out to Kentucky CPS.
Oh, and by the way, it is that simple for for common law marriage for Colorado. They do not have to be living with each. They do not have to be living with each other for an extended period of time. All they have to do is say that yes, they are married. They have to call each other husband and wife. And they have to be known in the community as husband. That's all they need.
That's so weird. Okay, no, that's cool. I'll take the correction of that.
I literally Googled it.
I didn't realize it was just simply as simple as saying, just like, yeah, we're married now. We got this.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're roboting.
There's
Billy, we can't hear you.
Okay.
You were roboting. You're still roboting. I'm just gonna play more G-Man over you.
Wait, you think she wants to be with you, your money, or me? She wants your money, dude. She wants me. Always wanted me. Why do you think she gets so angry and so passionate in her videos when she's rebuking me or talking about me on her YouTube channel? You know what I might do? I might call this channel the GTV Xfinity Network.
Please do, because then you can't change your name for like 3 months, and so it's stuck.
Xfinity Network?
I don't know.
I'd subscribe.
God damn, man. This service in the fucking goddamn streets is terrible. I'm gonna kill myself.
Well, I'll get
In
better
Minecraft.
service.
It's Verizon.
Yeah, get better service.
You're
I'm just gonna play G-Man over you again.
Shanny, don't you want to touch these chiseled abs, Shanny? Don't you want to touch these?
Wait a minute, do we got a picture of like G-Man at all? Like what he looks like now? Because I want to see if he has chiseled abs.
I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. He always wears fucking
skinny guy
clothes.
with abs is like a
He's got he
skinny
wears
guy with
clothes
abs
that
is
are
like
like
a
8
fat girl
times
with
too
boobs.
big for him.
God damn it, Billy.
I might be muted.
No, we heard you. It was just you were talking over people.
I wasn't meaning to. He's Canadian. He should have just let me have the right away.
My apologies.
Oh shit! No, what'd you say, Saka? Because yeah.
No, I said it's hard to tell because he wears like clothes that are 8 times too big for him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, he found those.
In a safe.
Tight, hard
Not in a
biceps.
safe. He just found them at Target.
You think he shops at Target? I mean,
No, he doesn't shop. I think he steals at Target.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah.
He just goes to the self-help checkout line and counts 5 Mississippi and then leaves. Rules is rules.
Damn it.
And these tight, hard triceps, Shanny. Don't you want to know what they feel like? I mean, Dragnauct will confirm this. And hopefully Dragnauct won't lie.
Hey, Drake, we need to talk, brother.
Yeah, we need you in here now. We need you. We got some questions.
You're gonna just. I mean,
Apparently, you're the one touching G-Man.
yeah. I mean, how much time was Drake spending with G-Man? Just like, damn, you ripped. Oh, let me feel those chiseled abs, G-Man. Yeah, you got that's really something. Ooh, your triceps. Let me check out those glutes.
This is what a man feels like.
Yeah.
Moving the barrels must be good for him.
Dragnauct says no the fuck I won't. Shit.
He says that now. He says that now. But you know what? I mean, there's always a little bit of truth in what G-Man says.
confirm this. She was like, "Can you tell me how G-Man smelled?"
Huh?
Oh fuck.
So, Drake, what does G-Man smell like? I'm thinking like aqua velva and cat litter.
I was gonna say cat piss and disappointment.
Shame.
Oh,
Because like
God.
you could bottle G-Man scent and just sell it. It's called Shame. Shame.
Shame by G-Man.
Old leather.
Too much confidence by G-Man.
Like, why would Shanny be jealous of Fiona goosing me? Like, why would she get so jealous because Fiona goosed me? Shanny, all the videos on YouTube with you saying that you're madly in love with me is still on YouTube. you never even tried to get those videos off of YouTube, so I can't never reference them. This is what she's gonna say. Oh, G-Man, I used you to get Rev jealous so I can get him. No, you didn't. Everyone knows about the 4chan videos. Everybody knows about how you coerce them and con them into being in a relationship with you. Everybody knows that.
Cohorse.
What about 4chan videos?
I don't know, but you know, like it's funny that like he has enough kind of like perception to see what Shani's doing to Rant to what the fuck's name Rev, but doesn't realize that she was doing the same thing to him. It's not like, was just like, oh, well, Shani's with him for money, but if she ended up with me, it's because she truly loves me. It's like, no, she was looking for a fucking place to stay. Like for fuck's sakes, like you have a little bit of self-awareness here.
Yeah, she didn't want anything but, like you said, a place to stay, someone to like mooch off of. She didn't want you. She didn't want your, burning PP or anything. Well, she might have wanted that, but, because we all know, like, unfortunately, hear all the stories of her and so I don't know. Anyway, with the language. But yeah, she just wanted a couch. She wanted someplace to sleep. She wanted that $3,000 that you found in the safe. I mean, just saying.
That ain't gonna work with me, Shanny. Sorry. Somebody said that they're in the Twilight Zone. Some of you guys in the comment section are smarter than this, so just don't listen to me, okay? Shanny,
Okay.
this is between me, Shanny, and Revelation News and his money. There's 4 of us in this. There's me, there's Shanny, there's Rev and his money. So we know Shanny just wants Rev's money. She doesn't give a hoot about no Rev News. All right. The bottom line is, I am the man of that woman's dreams. I watch how she's looking at her channel when she sees me. I watch her. She's tired of him. She's bored of him. And Revelation News, how does it feel for me to actually know that, though, Rev? Like honestly, how does it feel to know that I can take your woman anytime I choose? Now, Rev, you think about that again the next time you try to come on here and be disrespectful to me, calling me the N-word and say you're not sorry about it, Rev, and all that other stuff and whatnot. I may be the N-word to her.
Let's just I mean, like I guess it's really easy to step over this one, but this guy is also the most devout Christian in his mind, by the way. And this is how he talks, this is how he acts. Threatening to break up a couple, that believe that they're married in the eyes of God, all this other shit. Like this is what he wants. That's his fantasy. That's his dream.
No, yeah, I agree.
Purpose. She wish she had me right now. I'm turning her on right now by putting you in your place.
G-Man's never been this funny before.
That's what real men do. You know what I mean? Yeah, honestly, guys, the reason why she wants me in a courtroom to serve me in court so that she can see me personally. when she sees how much taller I am than her man, when she sees how chiseled I am, I might even take my shirt off in front of the judge and everything, so everybody can see how chiseled I am.
Again, fantasy. This is the fantasy right there. Like, this is that fantasy part that I'm talking about. This is how he sees it actually playing out, and I love the little, like, because you also tell it's a fantasy because he's got to reference how much taller he is as well and stuff, taller than his man. I think Jason's taller than him. I'm pretty sure. I think Jason's like fucking 5'11", maybe 6 foot. I thought he was.
I don't know how tall he is.
He seems like he's I could see him being more than that. He looks about average. Not below average like G-Man in size and intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Sabella. She said she told you she don't want no scrub. So, princess, no means no. So check this out here. If she don't want no scrub, what was she doing with Chris for all them years? Hey, Sabella,
there it is.
And
there
rock
it is.
this chorus while your butt is getting owned. I
don't think he can go a single stream without bringing this up at any point. Like, that's his greatest achievement on YouTube is the ow thing.
Well, at one point in time, fucking the TJ Kirk or whatever his name is from Amazing Atheist dude.
Yeah.
I think he brought up that was the best part of his G-Man rap was I really like the chorus and then say he's been adding that ever since.
He got a little praise. Now he just keeps bringing it up, hoping somebody else just kind of be like, insane. And there's the laugh.
I don't want no scrub. I don't want no pigeon, Sabella. Hey, Sabella, I bet you this. I bet you I could take you from Bruce Shepard.
Oh, he's on a roll now, man. He's on a roll. Like, this is one of those times that he's in the flesh and he's talking about, like adultery and taking people and stuff. And it's just like, you know what? Like, I could, because I think that this is one of those things. I think that's, like, first off, like, he's got a very high kind of opinion of his personal appearance. Okay, he thinks that he's like fucking God's gifted woman there, and I think that like he doesn't realize that people have personalities, and that's generally something that really kind of draws people together. Unless they're looking for a meal ticket like Shani is, most of the time people are looking for like personalities that gets that they have in common with, and so. G-Man just assumes that he's like, well, I think I'm more attractive than this person, or then therefore their spouse will automatically drop them and hook up with me. Like, that's his mindset. But I mean, like, this guy's like, when was the last time that you think G-Man was on a date? Like, when was the last time that you think G-Man was even in a relationship? Like, because I'm gonna guess probably, I'm gonna say probably a decade at this point.
I'll say the same thing. Like, yeah, it's either decade over decade. He never talks about any of his past relationships except for his imaginary wife and the imaginary kid that he had, or supposed kid he had, or I don't know the story. One thing I want him on a show so I can ask him about that. So, about his, how he said he had an autistic daughter and stuff like that. And it's like,
yeah.
Shit. But yeah, I think it's over a decade. I think it's been longer. So, because you don't get this crazy and just pent up and pissed off if if you're not getting any. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Unless his wife left him for a black Hebrew Israelite. That might set him off.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually respect marriage because the Bible tells me to do that. But boyfriend and girlfriend relationships in which they're not even married, you don't got no paper. Please give me a break. No, Chris did not have one. Shani, according to Shani was.
Chris didn't have what? Sucks you can't see the chat.
Chris didn't have one of what?
I don't know.
The what?
What
What are
did
you
Chris
talking-
not have? Who the fuck is Chris?
Chris is her second husband.
Is Chris Rev?
No.
No. Rev is
No.
Jason.
This is her third person that would live with her on purpose?
Yeah. There was because there's the kid's father, because she's got a couple kids there, and their actual dad, or father, whatever, was the first one. They lived together for a while, and then some shit happened, and then she left him, and then she hooked up with Chris, and was living with Chris, and then some shit happened, and then she hooked up with Rev.
How does she keep on finding these classy motherfuckers?
Any port in a storm.
They got a couch. She's taking it.
I think
Dude, I've never been that drunk.
Like I think a lot of it is sympathy. So I mean, you gotta remember, like Jay, I'll tell you, like, the most reprehensible thing that Shani did there was that, like, Jay was pretty straight up, that he didn't want a relationship with Shani, at all. But she, I think if you go back and you watch see the emails and stuff, I mean, they've been flirting with each other for a long time. Like when she was still with when she was still with Chris, she was sending flirtatious shit to Jason and stuff, and they, so this has been going on for a long time, and but after her and Chris split, they convinced him, like fucking psychological warfare, because I mean, Jason, he's a good guy. Like, she convinced him that it was almost his Christian duty to take her and her children in. That was like the start of the relationship. It wasn't even I don't even think it was started off as a romantic one, but it was just kind of manipulating him into well, you should take me and me and my kids in, or else we're going to die on the street or something like that. And of course, because he's such a nice guy, fucking takes him in and then fucking gets sucked into the fucking trap.
Taking care of him. She was the only one getting off her butt, going to work while she was getting high, while he was getting high and doing weed. You know what I mean? I mean, if you watch her testimony, Sabella, I mean, for crying out loud, you got it downloaded. See how I set you up for that, Sabella? Like I said, you ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm sorry. So let's do this again here. Hey, Sabella, you need to rock this chorus while your butt is getting owned. Don't I have it on this laptop saved somewhere?
Damn,
Y'all want to hear some of that? Let's see
No.
if I can find it here. A minute. Let's see if I can find my rap on this computer. Where is my rap?
Where did I leave it?
Where is my rap? Accessibility to fridge. Where's my rap at? It's supposed to be over here. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my rap? Oh, here's Atheist Owned right here. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are going to get to hear some of this one here directly from my computer.
And then it just blows up.
And y'all are going to get to hear it in a minute. So just give me a second here. Come on, slow computer. Let's see something here. I know I'm being silly, guys, but
I mean, keep in mind too,
time.
if he ever actually does play it, whenever he does his type thing, it never sounds like he did it in the rap.
No, it's more sad and depressed, oh.
Yeah, he tries to remember back to it. That's what it is. In the same way you listen to, you try to remember back to a song that you heard once. It's just he doesn't listen to it. He hasn't really, hasn't performed it a lot. Probably just sang it the one time, put it on video there, and was like, yeah, this is it, nailed it, and that was it. So it's going to the point that I don't even think that he could probably remember the lyrics of most of the fucking raps he's put out.
I will take that criticism. I need to learn how to laugh a little bit and have a little bit of fun. I'm always too uptight and serious. Y'all know when I'm serious and when I'm joking around. You know what I mean? So Just trying to play my rap on this raggedy behind computer that I got. Where's my rap at? Come on, computer.
It's funny how stolen laptops never really seem to work out.
Gotta stop downloading all that porn, G-Man. Gotta fetch your computer after all.
Gay porn. He had to get the gay porn to prey on it, okay? And he didn't steal it. He found it at Staples.
We just
Weird.
magically unhooked from the display stand, and I just kind of took it. Nobody, I prayed
If
the
they didn't want
computer
me
is
to-
there.
If they didn't want me to steal it, why would they leave it out?
I just had to leave the store really, really fast.
All right. Yeah. On that note, I gotta go. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for the invite.
No problem.
Thanks for coming on, Saka.
You're gonna say have
No
on.
Or coming on, or whatever the fuck. And by the way, Saka's endorsement of Suplex is not a good endorsement. He likes trash.
Are we talking about wrestling now? We can talk about wrestling now. You wanna talk about wrestling?
Fuck off. Who's that in here?
Do what?
Who is that?
I'm sorry,
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't see it. I'm on my phone while driving, so I just have it sitting on my lap.
Oh, that just sounds like coward
Ooh.
talk to me.
So you and Frank are sitting on my lap.
Inch me closer to your crotch.
Yeah.
If you got any closer, I'd have testicular cancer.
Yeah, I'll give you testicular cancer.
I'm fine with that as long as my balls don't work. I don't want any kids. Them things are sticky. They cost money.
God damn it.
Dude, can I make a suggestion?
Nope.
If I ever come to your house, I'm gonna have very little chicken wings while you're sitting there.
We moved them from our bedroom into our dining room, which is about 20 feet away from me. So yeah.
Killing Moon Pie. Moon Pie's your version of G-Man's fucking fire alarm.
At least I try to mute when he starts going nuts.
Why the fuck did you name it Moon Pie?
I
'Cause
did.
moon pies are awesome.
Moon pie. It was moon pies are great. But like,
No, they suck. That is rose-colored glasses. You have one now, you can go, why did I like these things? Oh, because I was a kid, and when I was a kid, I was fucking stupid. Yeah, go try one now.
I've
I
had them.
did.
They're still awesome.
yeah, they're still good.
They're fucking...
The vanilla
both
ones,
of
the
them are
banana
diabetic,
ones,
apparently.
The
chocolate
caramel ones are where they're at.
Yeah.
I guess they're gross.
You're gross.
I know that. That's a game recognized game, homie.
Plus, we didn't name it Moon Pie. That's the name he came with from Costco after they. Yeah.
You bought a bird from Costco?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not Costco,
Costco.
but Petco. My bad.
Okay. Those are
Even my
very
wife-
different stores. You realize that, right?
Even my wife was like, Costco. I was like, oh shit, Petco, fuck.
You realize those are very different stores, right?
Yes, I do. It's just got the co in the end, and I'm
Oh,
very
the
tired.
company
and-
part was fucking you up.
Yes.
Oh. You're dumb.
Don't
And
make
what
me
kind
get
of
Suplex
slip
City on your ass,
And
alright?
what kind of slip did G-Man have earlier?
He had a slip. It slipped this.
You said like Mandalorian slip.
I did not say Mandalorian. That's just.
You did kind of say Fraudian or
Yeah,
like
I did
Freudian.
fuck that part up, but I didn't say Mandalorian slip.
It's almost as close as what you said.
What do we talk about in the chat? Like I got. You know what?
You're a goddamn redneck. Yes, I understand.
Ding 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 ding. Suplex, you want in?
No, fuck off. He has a moratorium. A moratorium on Suplex. Suplex, you're fucking depressing, bro. I get it. You like WWE and Walmart for some weird reason. You're depressing. You make me want to fucking just. Oh, fuck. Dude.
Why you gotta be so mean to Suplex, man?
Dude, I need to be the one that just punches reality into his skull. I have to be, I guess. because he's over there like, I'm gonna fight people who don't know me.
He's got
No.
big dreams, all right?
No, that's when you get that big, they're not dreams anymore. They're what we call delusions. Those aren't dreams anymore. That's like the dream of someone who got kicked in the head by a goddamn donkey 70 times and somehow survived and is now talking to you about he's going to be a supermodel, but his face is kicked by a donkey 70 times. It's like James from South Standard going, hey, I'm going to be in the WWE. No, you're not.
I still hold my previous.
What's your previous?
I still hold my previous statement that
that
Suplex
you want to
City.
make fun of him, but he's sad?
That Suplex City. No, that Suplex City would be like if fucking True Empiricism was a wrestling commentator.
Oh, God. Yeah, pretty much. They're both fucking delusional. And, God, WWE is terrible, man. God. Like, wrestling, what the fuck? It's just soap opera for the white trash. That's all it is. What's going on with G-Man's logo? Why is Paul dead?
I don't know. You're trying to change subject so hard.
Why is his head the color of Thanos, but he's on the body of He-Man?
Because he doesn't have that good of a camera, I guess. I don't know.
That and it goes back to his drunken peasants days when they called him like G-Man of the Masters of Stupidity.
Yeah, but you know he didn't get that. You know he probably thought that means he was mastering idiots.
Well, he probably also thought that the drunken peasants were like giving him a compliment.
Yeah, exactly. That's what just said. Thanks.
I couldn't understand you over your fucking shitternet.
I'm sorry, you got owned.
You discovered a way to have worse rhythm than G-Man. Congratulations.
I nailed it. I fully admit that I'm white. What's his excuse?
He's retarded.
Fair. Yeah, he has that. Okay. You should see me clapping on beat. I look like I'm trying to kill a bug. It's like I'm trying to grab it. Oh,
fuck.
Weirdly enough, we now know what it sounds like when G-Man gives a blowjob. Okay, is that the video or is that a soundboard?
That's the soundboard.
Okay, because I had to ask these questions with G-Man. I wouldn't know if he would just go randomly into making field noises.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Ugh.
Oh, fuck. I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
That's because you got owned. Why is there a guy in a trench coat?
Sorry, guys, I'm sorry.
Trilby?
What?
There's a guy in my fucking community right now walking around in a trench coat and he has a fucking fedora on.
Oh, shit. Might be the last
Let me guess,
thing
you
ever
really
see.
like the old school Amazing Atheist, I bet.
Shout it out and see if he does.
No, I don't want to deal with anyone with a fucking fedora, a fucking trench coat, and
I
a
want
fucking
to hear what he says.
I don't. It's probably gonna be like his rendition of his favorite waifus. I don't fucking know. God.
If he doesn't like that, he can kiss my ass.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go into Food Lion. Y'all people have a great day with you and their soundboard. Don't forget when you end the stream to end it with the right sound clip.
This one, right?
I love cheddar biscuits.
No, I sent it to you on Facebook. You know which one. It's the one that we're supposed to end every single thing Geek Room does with.
Wait. You talking about... Oh, shit, hold on.
People do coke.
Wow, that was fucking low as shit.
We're waiting.
Black people do coke.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I thought it was this one.
How'd your kids hide your wife?
No. We end every single one with the famous statement of a non-racist person that black people do coke.
If he doesn't
God,
like
I couldn't
that,
be more
he can
sarcastic.
kiss my ass.
No, thank you.
About to end this
All right,
anyway,
so
because I gotta go fucking get some pizza. God damn it. Because there's like, we're like 18 minutes in, and I might pick it up later. Fuck. Because I've run out of steam now. So, shit. Yeah, so I'm going to end it here. Might pull a drag and do a part 2. Because, you know, we copy off of everybody. Why not we copy off drag? We'll do a part 2 later.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes. But thanks for everybody. Thanks, Saga. Thanks. I'm sorry, Wilson. And thanks, my dad, apparently, for coming on. And that, yeah, so, I don't. Wouldn't get this up there. There we go. All right, so. Yeah, I'll do another one later. And I don't know if I'll do it anytime this week or not. I'll probably just, because I've been doing a lot of shit lately. So, but yeah, so thanks for watching. We will see you guys later. Oh wait, I forgot to, because Billy just said it, and here it is, and yeah,
Black people do coke.
there you go. Now I can end the stream.